said, what? Why would he let queens and kings go? Why we gotta leave? Because we were slaves. We built pyramids. We built Pithom and Ramses. We was working over there just like we worked here. We built all of this. Did we not build all of this? We did the same thing in Egypt. So now God said, I'm going to send you to another Egypt. Read what Egypt means. The word Egypt is symbolic for something else. The word Egypt, read it.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
God brought us out the land of Egypt. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt called?
A house of bondage.
What is another word? What is another name for the name of Egypt?
Bondage.
Bondage.
That's right.
But hey, what is this? Is this not bondage? This is bondage. So when God says, I'm going to send you into Egypt, again, meaning a second time.
Right.
A second time. How are we going to get to this Egypt? Go back.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
A second time, read.
With ships.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How accurate is that? Did we not go into slavery on ships? Did we not go into bondage on ships? Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Guess what? That's the God you serve. Prophecy fulfilled.
That's right.
Now the Israelites are here standing before me, and it's time to wake you up.
That's right.
It's time for you to come back to who you are. You're not black. You're the Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
Keep going.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
God said, the way I said it was going to happen, guess what? It happened. And you're never going to see your homeland again. You ever been back to Israel? You ever been to Israel? What about you? You didn't even know Israel was your homeland. God says you'll never see it again. Read.
And there ye shall,
and come on,
thou shalt serve thine enemy.
Hold on. Read it again. Start from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there.
And what?
And there.
And what?
And there.
When the boat stops, when you get off the ship, and there, read.
Ye shall be sold.
Sold.
Right.
Sold to Master Johnson.
Right.
Sold to Master, give me a note, what's your name? Last name. Mitchell. Sold to Master Mitchell.
Right.
What's your last name? Sold to Master Smith. These are not your last names. These are the names of your slave masters. God says when you get off of those ships, you will be sold. Read.
Sold unto your enemies.
To who?
Your enemies.
Your friends.
Your enemies.
No, they're going to clean up your neighborhood.
Enemies.
They're going to stop shooting you down in the street when you march.
Enemies.
No. When you vote for them, your community going to be all right.
Your enemies.
Hey, guess what? No matter how much you try to be friends with them, God said that they're your enemies. God said it first. I can't change what God said. I'm not telling you to go to work and beat up somebody. I'm not telling you that. But you gotta know who your enemy is.
That's right.
Because if you're in a fight and you don't know who's fighting you, you're gonna get your behind whooped every time.
That's right.
Every time. So now we getting our behind whooped because we don't know who our enemy is. Read. Who's your enemy?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen.
For bondmen, meaning slave men.
And bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
Guess what? When we bought, when we sold, it said we were sold, so why does it say no man shall buy you? What it's saying is, no man shall be able to deliver you.
Right.
Guess what? We had deliverers. We had Martin Luther King.
Right.
We still here. We have Marcus Garvey.
Right.
We still here.
Right.
We got multi-million-dollar basketball players.
Right.
We still here.
That's
we got multi-million-dollar musicians. We still here.
That's right.
Nobody's going to be able to deliver you. Why? Because first you got to obey God.
That's right.
If you don't obey God, you ain't going nowhere.
That's right.
And you're going to keep getting shot down in the street. So guess what? Who ready to repent and obey God?
Bring it on.
That's the step. We tried everything else. You going to vote tomorrow, and your community going to still look the same.
That's right.
Your little brothers and sisters still going to get shot in the street. You still going to be watching for your son to see if he coming home at 10 o'clock.
Right.
Guess what? God says, you got to serve me. And then I release this captivity.
That's right.
Give me chapter 30 and verse 1. Watch this. Give me chapter 30 and verse. We're going to stay in the same book. We ain't going to go nowhere. Watch this. I want y'all to hear this truth. Because it ain't being preached in no church. It ain't being preached in no school. You ain't going to hear this. Because they hide it from you. But I'm not getting paid to come out here and teach you this. So I'm going to teach you the truth, unadulterated. I'm going to teach you unadulterated Bible. You get what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to lose. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee.
God says this is going to come to pass. When he says that, that's a prophecy. That's prophecy.
Right.
It shall come to pass. Read.
The blessing and the curses.
The blessing and the curse. Guess what? We were once a blessed people. We had King Solomon, King David. We ruled the world.
Right.
But now, guess what? We're living under those curses. We're living under those. You got something else to do? Watch this. Read.
Which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind.
Guess what? We lived through those blessings, and now we're living the curses. But guess what? We read 2 curses. Can y'all relate to those? That's Bible prophecy. God says you're going to call those to mind. You're going to remember those. Read.
Thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy God hath driven thee.
Guess what? Are we not among many nations? Are we not among the Chinese man? Are we not among the East Indian man that own every liquor store in your community? And own every restaurant in your community? God says you're going to call those things to mind among the nations where I've scattered you. You're living among those nations right now. You're living that Bible prophecy. Read.
And shalt return unto the Lord thy God.
That's what it's time for right now. It's time for you to hear this and return to God. So what are you going to do to return to God? Repent. Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. What's the first step of repentance? Change. Okay, if I tell you, right, if I say, I don't want to celebrate Christmas no more, I want to change. What I'm going to celebrate now? That's good. You know why? I'm glad you asked that question. Because now we got the blueprint.
That's right. Keep them up.
Now we got what we're supposed to be doing. Because did you know that you wasn't supposed to be celebrating Christmas? Did you know you weren't supposed to be celebrating Halloween, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Father's Day? All of those things are pagan. You're not supposed to be celebrating your birthday. That's going against idolatry against God. Give me that. Give me Jeremiah. Give me Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 5. Let me show you that real quick. Because I bet you didn't know that was in the Bible. You've been going to church celebrating Christmas. The pastor got a Santa hat on now.
Bring it up.
Come on. And in the very Bible that he say he believe in, it say don't do it. I'm going to show it to you plain as day.
Bring it up.
Read.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Oh, who?
House of Israel.
That's who you are. You are the Israelites. Let me ask you this. In this society, when you fill out an application, what do they call you? Huh? They call you Black African American. What about you? What about you, brother? That's what they call you, right? You're actually from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
That's who you are.
Right.
Jesus Christ himself descended from that tribe.
Right.
Right? But watch what God is telling those Israelites. Those people from the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Benjamin, from the tribe of Levi,
Right.
from the tribe of Ephraim and on down.
Right.
Look what he's telling them. Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
God says, don't learn the ways of the other people. Don't learn those ways. I've given you my ways. Now that's what you keep. Once you go outside that, God says it's punishment. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Guess what? All the people are dismayed at the signs of heaven. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to give you an example. What's your sign? Huh? You dismayed at the signs of heaven. What's your sign? You dismayed at the signs of heaven. You know where that come from? Idolatrous astrology.
Bring it out.
The people worshiping the stars and the sun and the moon. That's where that come from. God says don't do that. That's idolatry. Other nations, other people taught you that. Read.
And you know what it say, learn not the ways of the heathen. What did you see out here today? Alpha, beta, theta,
That's right.
Greek,
Sigma.
Sigma, Phi, Kappa, Beta. Where did that come from? That's Greek mythology. That's all about Greek gods and stuff like that.
That's
Where the hell do we fall in with the white man and the Greek gods? Where? That's not even about us.
Right.
Watch this. Give me that in Maccabees where it says, not standing by the honors of their fathers. Because guess what? The honors of our fathers is in this Bible. The black Messiah, Jesus the Christ. God is a black man. Moses is a black man. Solomon is a black man. David a black man. We were given the laws of the Most High God. Right? But now we following at the Greek customs. Right?
Wait, read that real quick. 2 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers.
Read up something real quick.
Verse 14?
Yeah.
Verse 14. That the priest had no courage to serve. Verse 13.
Go ahead. 13.
Verse 13. Now such was the height of Greekish fashion.
Wait, what fashions?
Greek fashion.
Greek fashion. Alpha, beta, theta, Sigma,
Right.
Phi, Kappa. Those are Greek fashions.
Right.
That's the white man stuff.
Right.
Olympus and all of that Janus.
Right.
All of that Greek gods. Right? Read.
An increase of heathenish manners.
Heathenish manners. All is what we doing is heathenish manners.
Right.
Our daughters out here half naked,
Right.
twerking with cheerleader outfits on while it's raining.
Right.
We prostituting our daughters out here while it's raining.
Right.
They gonna get cold, sick,
Right.
right? Out here twerking to my black joy.
Right.
Is that black joy?
Right.
To put your daughters out here in the rain, to
Jeez.
twerk they behinds, right? It's pedophiles out here. It's all kind of madness out here. And we got our daughters out here twerking with bathing suits on.
Talk about that.
That's madness.
Bring
And we
it
talking
on.
about some black joy. What kind of black joy is that when we gonna go right back to these communities that's full of drugs, full of guns, full of madness? But we talking about a black joy.
Right. Through the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch, and no high priest. Come on. That the priest had no courage to serve anymore at the altar.
Because black man, you're the priest of God. You're the men of God that's supposed to stand up for God's law.
Teach
We're
us.
supposed to get our houses in order. We're supposed to get our women in order. We're supposed to get our children in order.
Right.
But we out here talking about a black joy. We out here twerking our behinds.
Right.
Our sisters in pants talking about a black joy.
Right.
What's so joyous about it? What's so joyous about this occasion? What are you learning out here? What is Black Joy about? Read.
But despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices.
But see, we despise the temple of God.
Right.
We despise our God.
Right.
We hate the black man as God. We hate that this Bible.
Right.
We despise God. Right here talking about some black joy.
Teach John.
What's joyous about this occasion?
Right.
My brother, what's your nationality?
Nigerian.
Huh?
Nigerian.
Nigerian? So then you would be more the tribe of Judah.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.